Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Simply Way to Learn Energy Analysis and Arch Tips. Today I'm going to introduce four free platforms and software that you can use for visualizing climate data and design strategies. I highly recommend it to watch this tutorial because it helps you mostly on pre-design phases and also on ST phases to understand what is the climate data of your project location, and it's highly help you to have a sustainable design strategy and sustainable design. Please don't forget to subscribe me and also like this tutorial. It's encourage me to make another tutorial for you, and also help me to understand that this kind of tutorial is useful for you or not. Let's go. The first one is Climate Consultant. Climate Consultant is the free software, and I put a link of website that you can download Climate Consultant. Also I put all of these links in the in the description of this tutorial. You can just click on it, go over the website, install, or also go or go to the link and use that website for data analysis, climate data analysis of your project. Another one is Climate Scout, and the third one is Climia, and the fourth one is Climate Park Change. Please let me know and share with me if you know another open source platform and a free software that we can use for climate data analysis and also for sustainability strategies. It would be helpful for me and also others to know which free softwares and platform that we have that we can use for pre-design, ST phase, and or other phase of design. The first one is Climate Consultant. Climate Consultant is the free software. You can download it, install it. It's completely free, and it's one of the great resources that you can use. You can have real actually example of this sustainability strategies, a case study, and it's very helpful for architecture, for architect and also designers to do and use this software in a pre-design phase and also ST phase. You just need to download the Climate Consultant and install it on this software in your computer. It's completely free. Let's open it. When you open into just click on need, and you just get some actually information about which standard that this climate consultant, this software, are using. And also you can get information how use this software. You just need to click on next for now. I highly recommend it to read this page before continue. When you receive this page, you need to start a new project. If you have another projects, you can just go to the previous project. But for now, we have we have a new project and just need to click on new project. In that point, in that page, you need to select the building type. It is residential, it's a small non-residential, commercial, or some things like that. And also you need to choose the metric that and the unit that are you using on your project. For example, is metric or imperial. It's for United States. And also you need to select the weather data. There is a three option. If you are living in California and your project actually is in California, you need to choose the save. It's better actually to choose the California climate zone data file. But if it's not located in your project is not located in California, you need to go actually to another option, existing EPW data file that actually save in this software, or you need to download a new EPW. It depends on the software has the information about EPW file for your project, your location of your project or not. If not, you need to go and download the EPW file that is more matched in your project. So for now, I just choose California, and for now, because probably it's better to know for this tutorial do that, but it's up to your project. It's your project location and outside of the California, you can go over and added EPW for that. For example, it is the zip code for my project. As you can see, this is climate zone 9, and let's go to the click on the open file and get the information. In this page, you can see in each month, for each month separately, we can gain information about the radiation, and also others, for example, humidity, temperature, and wind speed, and others separately. And it's the good actually table that you can gain information. The another page that you need to choose ask you about the standard that you want and actually you want and you are planning to use for your project. For example, for now I'm planning to use California Energy Code, but if you want to use ASHRAE or other software that the software, the climate consultant software, have it, you can go and choose one of them. For example, ASHRAE standard 55 or ASHRAE handbook or something like that. It's depends your view to choose one of them. Currently has the climate consultant has 4 different standards, and it's up to you to choose one of them. So this is the California Energy Code for comfortable and comfort model. You can actually change this number. It's up to you, because it's up to you and up to your project programming and other things. I highly recommend it to keep it on the default, but again, it's up to your project. You can change, for example, set points for your project. You can change these numbers. It's completely depends on the program of your project and others. It's up to you, but I highly recommend it to keep it default, or if you want to change it, have a communication between you between with actually MPA or mechanical engineer. But if you change anything, you need to go and click on a recalculated everything's. If but if not, you can just keep him on a default and go and click on a next button. The first item is temperature range. It's I highly recommend it. Always read the legend because it's completely, actually explain what is the, the color and others. For example, the gray color shows the comfort zone and everything that we want to, do and apply strategies to receive to this color, the gray color. You can see the comfort, the temperature range in January, February, and each month actually separately. And this is the annual number. You can see it means probably we need to have add the strategies to help us to keep the mean number in the gray water, in a gray color. You can also change the the numbers here, and design for high or design for low temperature. You can change and in these numbers according to your project. All this information helps you actually to understand what is the climate data of your project location. I highly recommend it to read the legend, and also they have this software has some feature here below of the legends that you can use it. It's as I told before, this the gray area, as according to the legend, show the comfort zone. It shows the all information above here and here. The the show some part of years we have below of the comfort zone temperature, below of the comfort zone, and also we have above the comfort zone. All of things helps us to apply the correct information, correct strategies to keep our building in a comfort zone. For example, this chart, the radiation range chart, show you it's very helpful actually when you have the PV panel. You can use this the chart for calculating the radiation that received the PV panel. And also you can find any information on the legend part, and also the you can play with the degree different angle here and see the result. To be honest, not all of this information of charts helps you, but each one, but it's very good to go deeply and see what is the climate data of your project. Sometimes it's very helpful. It seems there's no information for illumination range. Sometimes it happen. You can, for example, in this part know about the sky cover range. As I told you, not all of this information. Sometimes it help, can help sure you or you actually you need them, but it's good to have it. For example, this part is wind velocity range. It's helpful. This chart is very helpful. I think this is more than 5 mph. Yeah, if you have the wind power more than that, you need to have a strategy, apply strategies to control wind around your building. And also, this chart helps you know you can use international ventilation and also combination between national and mechanical ventilation in your building or not. Also, this is ground temperature. It's helpful if you have to have a floor below grade. You can apply the strategies that that is helps you to have a sustainable strategies in a in a case and in a projects that you have the any floor below of the grade. You can gain information about the dry, bubble, and relative humidity here for each month separately. It's very helpful, especially in a case in a location that you have a high high humidity. This is one of the most important actually sun shading chart, actually showing the most important part of one of the most important actually part of climate consultant. You can uh, you can find go to the let's a little bit explain about the legend. The warm color shows the red color is shows the warm part, the comfort, the yellow part, the yellow red color showing is the comfort zone part, and also the blue color showing the actually called the time. Below of the legend you can see the different flat months, for example from winter time or summertime, according to your location and the climate of your project. It's very helpful. You can choose one of them. I always control both of them, but for example in a dry climate you can go to the June to December, it's summer to fall, but in a cold climate you can go over the December and to June, but it's completely up to you. You can click on display grade. You can click on display shading calculator as well if you want to calculate the size of the horizontal or vertical fins and shading of your building. Let's go over this part a little bit. You can see according to the choosing winter to spring months or summer to fall, this part will be changed. This is showing 6 a.m. to 19 p.m. This is showing the hours actually, and this is this part showing actually south, this part is showing east, and this part is showing actually west. It's if your projects have an angle, for example have a different orientation, it means you have southeast, or you have you know, your project is southwest, you need to you know, move this part according to the angle that your project have with you know, south and north. For example, if you have your project you know, the orientation of your project is 30-degree you know, rotate, actually take 30-degree to the for example east, you need to move here and go you know, move these arrows from 0 to 3 to 30. So please be careful about that. This part, you can see we have three small circle, and this one is showing the, you know, horizontal you know, horizontal fins or shading, and this part is showing the vertical according to the east and west actually. Let's go to show. When you click on this display shading calculator, you something like that pop up in your screen. I highly recommend to read all of them. I will actually make a tutorial just for this page later for you, and show in a real project how you can use this you know, sun shading chart in your project to have a correct actually you know, size of horizontal and vertical shading. But now I just a little bit overall a general you know, explanation that you understand what I'm talking and why it is chart is important for us. For example, for horizontal you know, horizontal fins, we just need to move this circle to receive a place that help us to control you know, to have less actually red part or warm part. You can see it's the summertime, we have all of part is showing the red color. It means we receiving more than we need you know, sunlight, and it's both make a glare and heat gain, so we want to reduce it. We want to use the shading to control this and make a shadow. So this is the we can use, for example, this number 40 angle to you know, to size to receive a good size for horizontal you know, shading that we need to apply on you know, to receive a good shading and you know, cover most bad or you know, extra sunlight that receive to our building. So for these two, as I told, this is for vertical and showing the, you know, the size of vertical angle. It's completely you know, you know, up to you to use that, because sometimes we cannot, you know, we don't want to use the shading, or some we can or some things like that we don't want because of the beauty or some things. I always actually suggest to have a shading if you have in a, you know, dry climate and receive more than you need sunlight. But sometimes in some part you don't want to use you know, shading or some things like that. We have another actually options, for example dynamic glass or some things like that, but mostly on our project we want to add the shading to cover you know, somehow cover the glare, actually the sunlight, to reduce glare and heat gain inside of the building. So because of that, I think this chart is one of the important part that you can focus on in and learning, and gain more information that you need. As I told you, I will make a tutorial in a real project to show how you can use this chart to find a correct size for horizontal and vertical shading. So for example, it's a little bit change the orientation of our building. This is the way that you need to do that if you have a different orientation and different angle. So another things that very I'm impressed about this software is that you can use and add actually greenery around, for example the trees around, or any obstruction like building and others of your of around your projects in and calculate how you can added that surrounding in your process of the analysis. For example, I added the trees, and so the trees the green part showing you can actually use that greenery or obstruction that you added for cover sunlight that receive your building. It is very interesting part of this the sun actually this sun shading chart that you can have on Climate Consultant. It is very, very important and very helpful for you. And change the factors from here for different months, and for example winter times or summer times. You can find different types of them information, for example dry bubble temperature or humidity and others terms that you can find here to find the information about that for example that these terms in each part in each month separately. It is good to have them. You can just screenshot and keep it on your documentation, and also actually you can use it and more understanding about the climate data that you have on your project location. And also this is the 3D chart. The previous page was the 2D chart. This is the 3D chart. It's a good visualizing climate data. This is the most important page and part of Climate Consultant. Psychrometric chart, I think the best and the most important part of Climate Consultant, because it gives not only gives the information about climate but and comfort zone, but give you strategies, which strategies that you need to apply to receive the comfort zone. And this is the, I think, is one of the best things that you can use, and best tools that we can use to have a design strategies and apply sustainable, and to have a sustainable design. When you go to this page, you automatically you can see some things like that pop up. I strongly suggest to read it and then click on OK. This is the legend. As I told, it's important to know what is the comfort zone, and this is the not comfort zone. You can see here 0 to 100. It is important to receive 100% to receive the the comfort zone. This is for different element or factors that you can calculate it, and the below is the hourly or daily, and also you can select it, for example, a specific time. For example, if you are designing for a school, you can change the numbers from 8 a.m. to, for example, 3 p.m. It's up to you to use it. It completely depends on a program of your building. And also you can select different months. Instead of you have all months, you can just focus on special months. It's up to you. And another point, this is the the temperature range. I always use 10 to 110 Fahrenheit, but it's up to you to fit. Click on a fit, and this is the display design strategies that shows which strategies that you need to apply, or it's better to apply. The another things, the below of that, it helps you to choose the best design strategies. When you click on it, you can see this is the strategies that is the best for your building, and you can choose it. But again, it's up to you to turn on or turn off one of them. You can do that, but always you need to keep in your mind to receive 100%, to have a comfort zone. You can just play with each one, and you can click on turn on or turn off to still have a 100%, and also which strategies and which design strategies can help you to have a sustainable design. For example, in that part, you can see sun shading is the most one of the important part that you need to have it in your building to have a comfort zone and a sustainable design. When you choose the strategies and still have 100% and you are still on a comfort zone, you can go and click on the next button. And this is the Sacramento chart. I will make a tutorial and explain how read the psychometric chart, but for now I just wanted to have a general information about the climate consultant. Later I will make a tutorial to show what all of this meaning. When you click on the next, another something like that actually pop up, you need to click on it. It asks you for all others, and confirm, and the software wants to comfort all of information that you added is correct, and you just need to click on OK and next to the next page. One of the best and I think a useful part of the climate consultant is that it helps you and give information, give you a case study, and it's very 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 helpful for you to go over to each case study and each strategies that software that climate consultant suggests you to have to improve comfort zone and receive to the comfort zone in your building. So you just need click on it and go over each case study and find what type of the strategies you can apply and receive, and to have to receive to the comfort zone and have a good design for energy, design for sustainability, and it's very helpful, very useful for you to go over each case study and find what function and what strategies help for your project. You just need to click on it. Is go, automatically go to the 2030 palette AIA, and you can just find the information here. For example, you can, it is actually very good. You can just write and list all of the strategies, and it's very helpful to, for example, a screenshot of these pictures and keep it as your inspiration or as your reference, and apply all of them or most of them in your building to receive a comfort zone. Let's go and click on the next. It's sometimes one of the things that and tools that you can use for wind. You can actually it's kind of interactive chart. You can change it, for example, for daily, hours, and this is the legend for this actually this this wind wheels page, and you can just click on it and make actually animation for wind power and wind direction in each month. And for example, you can even early. It is one of the fantastic tools that you can use, for example, for monthly. Make a monthly animation, make a daily and hourly animation. Is up to you, and all of this helps you to have a good visualizing the climate data in your document for your project. You can save any changes that you make in your project for later project or other projects. It's up to you to set up create our own palette, and later you can use them in every project, and it save a lot of times. It's again up to you to do that. You can even change daily, hourly color, and and even the type of the actually line and others. It's completely depends on you to do that. So in the next step, I will explain Climate Scout and how you can use this free platform for visualizing climate data and also gain design strategies. Please stay tuned and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.